pau, é pedra, é o fim do caminho, é o resto de toco, é pouco sozinho, é caco de vidro, é a vida.
I think that most Americans view all of Latin America in a very homogeneous way. They see it as being a lot poorer and more violent than the United States, which in many ways it is. But I don't think that honestly most Americans have a clearly defined view of what life in Brazil is like.
Vamos seguir junto nessa batalha.
Isso daqui é a maior escravidão do mundo! Isso daqui não existe!
I think the biggest thing I've learned is that violence in Brazil is a huge problem. I don't think that most Americans have a concept of crime in Brazil. It's more of just a vague idea. But yeah, I've learned that it's something that affects everyone and something that when you're in Brazil you have to think about all the time.
In Brazil, our house have a wall, and because we are a friend all the time. It's terrible. It's very terrible.
I live in a specific part of São Paulo that is the border of the city, and we call favelas, or Islam in English, and or ghetto is a better expression.
In Brazil we have two problems, corruption and drugs, mainly crack. And there are a lot of people in street use crack.
But then I think it was 3 or 4 guys. They approached us and was asking money or cell phone, and soon they realized that we are like Christian. They just said, no, it's brothers, it's sisters, let go, let go, let go.
I believe that the United States is safer than Brazil because you can use your cell phone in the street all the time. You can walk on the street 2, 3 a.m.
Sometimes when we are studying here at Union, we leave our stuff and go to eat for maybe 30, 40 minutes and go back the same way. Nobody does anything. Even though the police here says that you have to be careful, but I don't know, I never experienced here violent case or things like that. I feel safer here, and it's kind of, you think you're dreaming. Or you can just believe that you can just let yourself here and go for a walk and just be here.
You put your phone here on the table and you go to a restroom or you go to a cafeteria and you come back, your cell phone is the same place. In Brazil it's possible.
Well, protest is kind of tricky because even though you try to organize a peaceful protest, you always have some people that infiltrate to do bad things and kind of robbery and start violent actions.
Mainly in Rio de Janeiro, because sometimes the police kill some people, and we have this movement, but it's more common in Rio de Janeiro.
That is because it's favela. The people there are used to act like that. Yeah, I agree and disagree with this term because I think even though you are living in the bad place, you have opportunities to change and to be a good person. But people when they are bad, they are really bad, and it's hard to try to change them. But I still have hope.
É pouco sozinho, é caco de vidro, é a vida, é o sol, é a noite, é a morte, é o laço, é o anzol.